The night began like any other. Wine glasses on the counter, soft music playing, the scent of rain on the city streets below. Amelia waited in their penthouse apartment, her husband's favorite meal on the table. But the clock ticked past midnight and Daniel still hadn't come home. She knew where he was. She just needed proof. For weeks, she had suspected. The whispered phone calls, the weekend conferences, the sudden need for privacy. So she hired someone, a quiet investigator with no questions asked. And now the pictures sat on her phone, glowing like poison under the dim kitchen light. Daniel, her husband, wrapped around another woman in the same hotel where he'd proposed to her years ago. When the door finally opened, he looked startled to see her awake. "You're still up?" he asked, forcing a smile. "I couldn't sleep," she said calmly, sliding the phone across the table. "Maybe you can tell me why." He froze. The color drained from his face. For a moment, silence filled the room. Heavy, electric. Then he started the usual act. Excuses, apologies, promises. But Amelia didn't raise her voice. She didn't cry. She simply stood, picked up her briefcase, and walked past him. By morning, his bank accounts were frozen, their joint assets transferred, his name scrubbed from the deed of every property they owned. He discovered too late that the prenuptial agreement he'd insisted on had a clause he'd never noticed, one that gave her everything in the event of infidelity. 3 days later, she served him with divorce papers in front of the boardroom he once ruled. The cameras flashed. His empire crumbled. Reporters called it the most calculated revenge in high society history. But those who knew Amelia understood the truth. It wasn't revenge. It was justice signed and sealed with her silence.